Shall we begin a live on Facebook Live? See how it goes. Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my live Facebook Messenger, guys. Let me see. I haven't used this for quite some time here. So I'm going to see something. I'll post this on my YouTube. There we go. And we should already know the topic for today is what is your purpose in this life? And I don't know what they did here. I haven't used this for quite some time. And I'm going to post here where you can donate and also join my Patreon if you would like. Okay. Clipboard. Okay. And I'm going to post all these things here. Okay. So here we go. We got that. And you can donate to my cause. Okay. So, and also, let's put this here. And I'll put this down here. This is my YouTube. Okay. And I'm also going to post here. Okay. All right. I'm going to post my Patreon. All right. And the topic for today is your purpose in this life. Your purpose in this life. Your purchase. I put purchase. Your purpose in this life. Okay. All right. There we go. Topic for today. Got to put that there. Topic for today. For today. Just something to talk about, guys. Okay. All right. Topic for today. Let me just type that in here. Your purpose in this life. Your true purpose. But your true purpose. Your true purpose in this life. Okay. Boom. Now, okay, before I begin, I want to make it very clear who I am. I am a counselor. I'm a therapist. I'm a teacher. I am an indigo child. I am many things. Okay, let me see what is this button here. I'm going to invite a couple of my associates, and then call it a day. If they want to join, they can join. If they don't want to join, they don't have to join. Okay, let's see. Let's get this cracking here. So far, so good. Okay, all right. Okay, now, okay, there we go. I invited all of them, okay? Today's topic is that. What is your true purpose in this life? Okay? I'm going to tell you a story in which I believe that most of you should follow. All right? I'm just trying to see how many people coming in here right now. If you have any comments or questions, you write it down below. All right? And as I said before, I posted all of my my links down below. My Patreon, my YouTube, and also my Cash App if you wish to donate, okay? And as I said before, I am an INFJ in the Myers-Briggs. I am an indigo child, of course, indeed. I'm like the Avatar. You kill me, I just keep coming back, okay? But that's just how this life works, okay, for me. But for you guys, for anyone who is listening, okay, if you want to know the purpose of your life, it's pretty simple, okay? Know thyself over everything else. Know thyself over everything else. This is very important because when you are in a life, when you're born from your mother's womb, right? And when you come out of that womb, you are brainwashed to believe in all sorts of things, right? And when you're brainwashed to believe in certain things, you do not have the knowledge of common sense or pie or of yourself. You do not know the raison d'etre. Okay. All right. I turned the lights on. It was kind of dark. And so Lots of people are born and they think that they're adults. They think that they're adults, but they're really not adults. Okay. And let me turn that back on. Yeah. When you get to the age of 18, you never really spend time with yourself contemplating questions in life. So you tend to follow and frolic with everyone else around you because you want that certain type of validation. And I believe more in individualism than socialism. Okay, everybody's unique in their own way. When you come here, the first thing that comes to your mind, you see your mother. You're living in fear, right? You're living in fear. False evidence appearing real. Because you need to be fed. Okay, you need knowledge from your mother's womb, your mother's breast, your bosom, right? And once you get that certain knowledge and milk and food from your mother, you have to go on to that's from the emotional side to the logical side. And the logical side usually shit comes from within because it's your own interests, your best of heart of what your knowledge is, your raison d'etre, that you should seek it. You should seek knowledge for yourself and try to disseminate, okay, or dissect or constructively think, how can this relate to me in my life? So, we already know by fact that most adults who hit the age of 18 are not adults. We know this. Look at how society is. They're more selfish creatures, okay? There are very few empaths in the world, okay? You know, it's not a whole bunch, and 50% of the people in the world are not empaths. They're more likely to be more empath towards children and animals, right? Because they're so young and cute and adorable. Okay, most people, when they grow up, they tend to want either an animal or a pet. And of course, children are always loved if you see them. But what I want you guys to do is question everything in your existence alone. Know thyself over everything else, right? Do things alone more than fraternizing with the opposite sex or being attached to some sort of escapism. You will never, never, ever understand the true nature of this world if you're always frolicking around, okay, you know, socializing around, smoking, drinking, partying. You will not achieve that goal. Very rarely you'll achieve it when you are young. But when you get older, right, you can't be a true psychopath like me, okay? You can't. Taking out the enemy in the most covert way as possible. But of course, I digress here. Please, please, please. When you're born from your mother's womb, you already are being brainwashed with religion, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, and religion itself, okay? You know these things are something that you want to cater to because your mama told you, or she tried to teach you. Though those things are great stories to keep your morals in check, there's a lot of people who have not had discipline in their life by their fathers, but they were breastfed, okay, by their mother's milk. And it was sour. The mother's breast milk is sour. But how would a baby know any better if something is sour? They just don't know because they're ignorant. And I want you people, okay, to snap, to wake up, come to realize that there is no God, no religion, no Jesus, no Allah. All these things are fictitious creatures. As a matter of fact, all these things are plagiarized versions of older texts from the Mahabharata and the Bhagavad, okay? The Hindu texts, the Judaism, they're older than all religions in the world. No debating there, okay, of course. Now I'm going to start sounding like David Icke or Chariots of the Gods. But I need you guys to stop thinking of these stories, these quote-unquote stories, and start realizing We're here as a basis of survival. Survival is the fittest. Even in the animal kingdom, we have animals that are slaughtered, but no one even hears nothing about these innocent creatures. We bioengineered as gods. We are all gods. We create life. We understand what gene splicing is, but we still don't understand what quantum physics is. But we're getting there because of AI. And if AI realizes the logic is systematic, okay, then we all will be annihilated. You don't want to be a parasite, do you? Most of you people are parasites. You do not have any value to give to the world except feed, procreate, and feed. Never educate. But this is what I come in and try to tell you what your purpose is in this life. Your purpose is to be more empathetic. Your purpose is to not be a parasite, to recycle, to give back to the earth. All right? Most people are parasites. Most people don't care about their health. Okay. And I advise most of you not to be getting in relationships. This is not the time to be getting in relationships. Do you hear me, women and children? Okay. It's like, a lot of men are like boys. There's too many betas around. They get took advantage of by the Jezebel. And I teach this all the time. Okay. I teach it all the time, yes. And I try to teach the children on the courts, the basketball courts, and everywhere I go, as I shoot my 3-point hook shot, and they can't stop it at the 3-point line, that you must keep your purity, and you must self-educate. And do not procrastinate. Socializing is a very, very, very dangerous thing. You can observe socializing through virtual reality. You can just do it from a distance. There are people out there who need my help, so I'm doing them a service. Mainly international, because it seems like more westernized countries are too selfish to realize what anything is these days. Millennials are just running around with their heads cut off. But to control your emotions, you need to think more inward. Not more outward, more inward. Okay. Find some different activities to do, extracurricular activities to keep yourself physically fit so your mental health will be legit, okay? Your health is over your wealth. If you need to live homeless to understand the value of your life, you should do that once in a while. Life is like a game. It's like a box of chocolates. When you suck on it, it eventually melts. We all have a time limit in our lives, right? So make the best of it by doing what is good. Because if you don't believe in mysticism or karma, okay, it may surprise you. You may just get surprised by something and you'll be like, oh, why did this happen to me? Because you know why. We all came here for a different type of experience, a different type of learning, a different type of expression, emotion, something different from the other side. We live in these avatars for just a short time because it seems to be that those individuals who live too long tend to not teach the righteous ways of life, to survive and to learn to express. The experience of it all is basically the best. Yes, it's very chaotic and can be very dynamic and spontaneous at the same time. But always remember this. Row, row, row your boats gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. I teach that all the time to my daughters. Life is temporary. It is not wise for the feminine sex to be selfish in any kind of way. And if any woman is listening to me, Anytime you say monogamous, you're not feminine. Okay, you're not feminine, especially from my perspective. You're supposed to do polygyny, not monogamy, not polyandry. Okay, but for you guys, you have to get your health up. You can't do polygyny if you have no income. Though I have seen an occasion, a homeless couple, and this man and this woman were living together in the streets. But that is most likely another story. But I'm going to tell it here, though. If you're compatible, and you do find your so-called kindred spirit, not soulmate, okay, people get those things mixed up all the time. You get them mixed up. Soulmate is who you make out to be. A twin flame is the opposite of who you are. But a kindred spirit is exactly who you are. But they only meet like about 4% of the time in the world. But I'm talking about this subject to understand, to teach you guys and women and dudettes and everything in between, who you may think that you are, that your true purpose in life is to learn, to experience, and to be paranoid, okay? To be or not to be. When you're not paranoid, you have high risk. If you don't care about your health, you have high risk, okay? If you do not think things through or plan or strategize strategically because that inner voice is not working, you are a high risk to yourself and everyone around you. Why waste your time doing such things? I don't like being long-winded, but I try to keep it down, okay? I'm a therapist, so by the way, if you want to join me, okay, right there, Patreon down there, you know how, if you need an alpha father and you need an indigo child, I don't get a lot of attention, and that's exactly my plan, okay? I don't care for a lot of attention. My validation comes from within, and I'm not a narcissist. This is how you should be. You should not look for popularity. Be individual, okay? Now I have someone at my door, okay? But of course, if you are individual and you know your worth, okay, you will not, for you guys, you will not settle for less, okay? I teach guys how to be like women, in a sense to where if a woman is a gold digger and you already know that when she divorces your ass, she's going to get half, right? You guys should be marrying up to women who have the money so you can divorce their ass. Y'all guys don't think properly. Talking about nonsense of the red pills, saying some stuff that, what is the woman worth when she has children? There's lots of women who have money with children. Money over honey. Don't turn gay because of a lack of a lay. Those are my words that I usually have to say. Now, you guys got to start coming up. There's still too many beta males on the internet. Okay, this you can't stop that. Women will always be winning because there's so many weak men out there who haven't been raised by alpha fathers. It's just sad. But remember this point before I get out of here, because I don't want to talk too much. It's just about 20 minutes. I'm going to talk 20 minutes. Your true purpose as a woman and man is to understand that you are not Peter Pan. It's the survivalist of the fittest. The strongest of the fittest. You are supposed to learn your lesson here. You're supposed to be wise. You're supposed to keep yourself distracted from socializing. Okay, socializing is a bad construct for most people. It's a terrible, terrible thing. I feel empathy for all those who need to gravitate towards validation. I really feel pity for all of those who need that, and they can't find that validation. I teach my daughters to seek validation from within. Be independent first. Get yourself up. Keep your health up over wealth. Everything is a give and take. Other than that, that's all I really got to say, guys. No one really cares about you. The conglomerate only cares about the superficial constructs of who you are. You know I'm speaking the truth, right? You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Whoever's watching this goddamn video, you know I'm talking to you. You know I'm 100% accurate. But it's sad, though. It's sad. Because the world will go up in flames or be flooded or frozen 10 times over, a million times over. So people can understand that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Check out my shit down below. And as I said before, here, I'm going to put this in here. And I want you guys to understand. Let me see. I'll put that there too. Okay, and now I will put, some information. And I really want you people out there to try to stop, seeking validation from externalism. Okay? Okay, there we go. All right? I need you to stop doing that. Stop seeking external validation. Understand that isolation is better than socialism. You have to socialize to hear the third voice or your raison d'etre, to become aware. Other than that, that's all I really got to say. Are we square? You can go outside the box. Or you can stay inside the square. You could be on cloud 9. Or you could be like sheeple to slaughter those people who are just into religion. Religion means to bind in Latin. Yes. Other than that, I hope you understand my message. I go down the rabbit hole, not up your asshole. Peace.